Gretchen, we both love Whole Foods Market and
Hmm.
we love shopping there when they have big sales for Thanksgiving or Mother's Day. But the fact is, there are lots of ways to save on quality items every day at Whole Foods Market. And with this being back to school season, it's great for me because Jack takes his lunch to school every day and I want it to be healthy, high quality, and Whole Foods Market is a perfect place to shop.
You can get back to school ready at Whole Foods Market with savings on parent-approved snacks, organic lunchbox finds, and more. And with 365 by Whole Foods Market, their store brand will give you all the quality you expect from Whole Foods Market at prices your wallet will love. And these items are all over the store. There are literally thousands of them. Pantry staples, better than cage-free eggs, organic ketchup. It's terrific for both quality and price. There are so many ways to save at Whole Foods Market. Now you know.
I have a 14-year-old son, Jack, and I want him to feel like he can explore online, that he can know what's going on, that he has independence. But the fact is, as teens start exploring online, it's natural that we as parents want to make sure that the content they're seeing on TikTok is safe. And I am so glad that TikTok has a family pairing feature that really helps.
Yeah, TikTok's family pairing feature lets parents link their TikTok account to their teens, helping ensure the content they're seeing is safe and age appropriate. Parents can restrict access to search, enable restricted mode to limit content that may not be age appropriate, and choose words or hashtags to filter from their teens' feeds. These are tools that we as parents love to have when our children are using TikTok. Learn about family pairing and more at tiktok.com/guardiansguide. I'm Gretchen Rubin, and this is A Little Happier. One of my favorite things about myself is that I'm very prone to epiphanies. In a moment, and I'll always remember that moment, when and where it happened, I'll be struck so hard by an idea or a realization that my whole life changes. I was talking to my husband Jamie at the corner of 69th Street and 3rd Avenue when I thought I could write a biography of Winston Churchill that showed that there are many ways to view him. Very different, but all accurate. I was in a bus near the intersection of 79th Street and Park Avenue when I thought I should do a happiness project. I was sitting at my desk, right where I'm sitting now, reviewing my notes on habits and thinking back on a conversation with a friend. She'd said, when I was in high school, I was on the track team and I never missed track practice. Why can't I go running now? Suddenly, it was as if the word expectation exploded out of the notepad in front of me, and I realized that expectation was the key idea I'd been searching for. That epiphany was the key to my personality framework, the 4 tendencies. Because I love experiencing epiphanies myself, I love reading about other people's epiphanies. One of the most intriguing examples comes from prominent British art historian, museum director, and broadcaster Kenneth Clark. You may remember him from the BBC TV series Civilization. In the second volume of his autobiography, The Other Half, a self-portrait, he describes his experience. I lived in solitude, surrounded by books on the history of religion, which have always been my favorite reading. This may help to account for a curious episode that took place on one of my stays in the Bellino. I had a religious experience. It took place in the Church of San Lorenzo, but did not seem to be connected with the harmonious beauty of the architecture. I can only say that for a few minutes, my whole being was irradiated by a kind of heavenly joy, far more intense than anything I had known before. This state of mind lasted for several months, and wonderful though it was, it posed an awkward problem in terms of action. My life was far from blameless. I would have to reform. My family would think I was going mad, and perhaps, after all, it was a delusion, for I was in every way unworthy of such a flood of grace. Gradually, the effect wore off, and I made no effort to retain it. I think I was right. I was too deeply embedded in the world to change course. But that I had felt the finger of God, I am quite sure. And although the memory of this experience has faded, it still helps me to understand the joys of the saints. This epiphany is particularly interesting to me because it gave him a great new understanding of the world, but he chose not to allow it to change his life. You rarely hear about circumstances like that. I wonder if Kenneth Clark ever wondered what his life would have been like if he had decided to change course. I'll post a link to the other half in the show notes. I'm Gretchen Rubin, and I hope this makes your week a little happier.
As a Ford owner, there are lots of choices of where to get your vehicle serviced. You could choose to go to their place, the local dealership, your place, home, apartment, or condo, your workplace, even your happy place, like your cottage on the lake. Go to your Ford dealer or choose Ford Pickup and Delivery to have your vehicle picked up, serviced, and brought right back. Or choose mobile service, where a technician will come to you and do routine maintenance right on the spot. Both are complimentary and depend on your location. That's ownership built around you. Contact your participating dealer or visit fordservice.com for important details and limitations.